Sergio Perez's Qatar Grand Prix was the last straw for Red Bull. Gossip has finally turned into reality as his future with the team is set to be decided next week by Christian Horner and Helmut Marko. Just how much trouble is the Mexican in right now? Let's find out. Sergio Perez's time at Red Bull Racing is coming to an end, sources have revealed to ESPN. The decision to part ways with Perez will take effect following the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, marking the conclusion of the 2024 Formula One season. Red Bull's move to seek new options comes after weeks of speculation, with team principal Christian Horner dropping big hints about the driver's departure during Sunday's Qatar Grand Prix. "I'm going to let Checo Perez come to his own conclusions. Nobody's forcing him one way or another," Horner said when asked about the Mexican driver's future. "It's not a nice situation for him to obviously be in." Christian Horner suggested that the decision may ultimately rest in the hands of the Mexican driver. Perez's struggles continued during a dismal weekend, where he failed to finish the race. On the opposite end of the spectrum, teammate and four-time world champion Max Verstappen secured another dominant victory. The outcome dealt a crushing blow to Red Bull's hopes of defending their constructors' title, officially eliminating them from contention. The championship fight is now a two-way battle between Ferrari and McLaren, intensifying the spotlight on Red Bull's underperforming second seat. Red Bull Racing could be the first team since 1983 to produce the drivers' champion, yet finish only third in the constructors' standings. While mathematically still in the fight for second place, the Milton Keynes-based outfit trails Ferrari by 38 points, heading into the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, with just 44 points left to claim. A major points swing would be required to salvage their position. Sergio Perez's struggles have been a key factor in Red Bull's slide. Despite a strong start to the season, which saw him secure 4 podiums in the first 5 races and earn a contract extension, his form has nosedived under mounting pressure. Speaking to Sky Sports F1, Christian Horner said that Perez's recent lack of results has hurt the team's championship campaign. "First of all, we've won 9 Grands Prix this year to 5 of any other team. Now, all of those 9 have come from Max Verstappen, whereas every other team has split between 2 drivers. And I think to be third, we've still got half a chance of second, but it's a massively long shot. We are out of the constructors, and that's very frustrating because that's obviously where the financial revenues are distributed from. Now, it does give us more wind tunnel time if you look at glass half full with the new regulations coming in 2026. It does give us more wind tunnel time to accommodate those new regs. Hope alone may not be enough to secure Sergio Perez's future at Red Bull. The Mexican driver hasn't finished in the top 4 since the Miami Grand Prix and has faced relentless scrutiny throughout the season. While the RB20 has proven challenging to handle and hasn't consistently been the class-leading car, Perez's results pale in comparison to the unwavering dominance of Max Verstappen. The difference has only heightened the pressure on Perez as the team evaluates its lineup for the future. "Checo has been a wonderful driver for us, certainly in 2021, 2022, 2023, Horner added. He contributed to Max's championship in 2021, Constructors' Championships in 2022 and 2023. And, most of all, he's a great guy, and he's not enjoying the situation he's in at the moment. He knows the pressures of this business, and we are going to give him all the support we can to the checkered flag in Abu Dhabi. Next weekend, and what he decides to do, that will be his decision at the end of the day." Christian Horner faced questions about who holds the final say on Red Bull's 2025 driver lineup. Will the team make the call, or will Sergio Perez decide his own future? The specifics of Perez's contract, including any potential break clauses, remain undisclosed. "I think he's old enough and wise enough to come to his own conclusions, but there is still a race to go, so let's get to the end of Abu Dhabi and see where we are at," Horner signed off. Now, key discussions about Sergio Perez's future are set for December 9th, just a day after the Formula One season wraps up in Abu Dhabi. The talks will involve Perez, Christian Horner, and Red Bull racing advisor Helmut Marko. While Perez's 2025 contract extension technically shields him from outright dismissal, Red Bull retains the option to transition him into a broader ambassadorial role within the organisation, potentially signalling a change in his responsibilities away from the racetrack. Daniel Ricciardo faced a similar choice when Red Bull's junior team dropped him in September, but the Australian opted to sever ties with the company entirely. Now, attention turns to Liam Lawson, who stepped in for Ricciardo at the US Grand Prix. The New Zealander is widely considered the front-runner to replace Sergio Perez, but Red Bull's driver lineup has remained a puzzle throughout the season. Williams rookie Franco Colapinto also emerged as a potential contender to join Red Bull's driver stable. However, sources indicate that costly crashes in Brazil and Las Vegas, coupled with inconsistent performances, led Red Bull to abandon those plans. When asked about Colapinto's prospects after the Qatar Grand Prix, team principal Christian Horner remained tight-lipped. He, for sure, is a talent that's looking to earn his permanent place in Formula One. We have a great pool of talent within the Red Bull Junior team, and I'm sure Franco will find his way onto the grid in the future. Red Bull Junior Isaac Hadjar is poised for a big career leap, with sources telling ESPN he's set to join the main Red Bull lineup as Yuki Tsunoda's teammate. The move could coincide with Hadjar clinching the Formula 2 championship during the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Hadjar's promotion appears imminent, with plans for him to participate in first practice for Red Bull in Abu Dhabi and the post-race test next week. But why not replace Perez with Yuki Tsunoda? Despite being Red Bull's standout driver this season, contributing 30 of the team's 46 points, the Japanese driver has failed to convince the team to promote him to the main F1 lineup. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko has pointed to Tsunoda's lack of continuity and stability as the reason for the Japanese driver's omission from the team's plans. Tsunoda, who will drive Red Bull's RB20 in the upcoming post-season test, expressed his frustration last month in Las Vegas, admitting he has no clarity about his future. When asked if he believes he's a serious contender to replace the struggling Sergio Perez, Tsunoda had this to say: "I don't know. Please could you interview them and find out? To be honest, I don't know. Even whatever they say in the interview, even they say, Yuki is in the mix. I don't know if that's the truth or not, to be honest. So yeah, I hope I'm in that mix, and if not, I don't know what I should do more than this, to be honest. I'll just keep pushing and things I can control. And those things, the Red Bull seat, they decide everything. I'm sure if I'm in the seat, I can fight for a higher Constructors' Championship position and what they want. But other things, politics things, they decide what they want. Historically looking back, it's pretty natural that the driver, for example, in our team, if one driver outperforms the other driver like this consistently the last few years, you get promoted. It's kind of a natural thing. Maybe something changed. The dynamics maybe changed. Red Bull itself changed after Mr. Mateschitz passed away. I mean, one of the drivers has got a driver's championship, and this is a team that has had success since quite a long time, so what they're doing is, I guess, not a bad thing. But it doesn't really make sense for me that I didn't really be in the mix much so far. I don't know much. For myself, at least, I can't find much reasons why they're not really so far talking about me heavily. Helmut Marko has come out and said that Red Bull has no doubts about Yuki Tsunoda's raw speed, but remains concerned about his ability to maintain the consistency required to compete at the top level. Speaking to Kleine Zeitung, Marko noted that while Tsunoda's pace is evident, his performance at the sharp end of the grid has yet to demonstrate the necessary stability to secure a permanent seat with the team. He has now delivered 2 very good races in Brazil and Las Vegas. Unfortunately, he made 2 stupid mistakes in Brazil before that. Yuki has the speed, but he lacks continuity and stability. But when it works for him, it works very well. Helmut Marko reiterated that a final decision on Sergio Perez's future will be made after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, giving Yuki Tsunoda one last opportunity to impress Red Bull. This could be the pivotal moment for Tsunoda to prove he has the consistency and performance needed to earn a place in the team for 2025. There will be a meeting on Monday after Abu Dhabi, and that's when the decisions will be made, the Austrian said. If it were up to you, who would you put in Sergio Perez's soon-to-be vacant seat? Take your pick and tell us why in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.